So I'll be honest, the nice thing about being at this point in your college career, when you've covered a lot of your required courses and you're now taking courses in your major, is that you can start studying and thinking about the specific things that you really care about. The literature review is a place where you can really begin to research and examine a topic that is meaningful and interesting to you. So if you're interested in birth centers and doulas, you can learn about that specifically. If you have no interest in birth and you want to focus on divorce's impact on teenagers, you can study that topic. You have a lot of freedom to focus on and learn about what you care about in your literature review. So, what is a literature review? A literature review sounds like you're going to write a book report on a novel, but that's definitely not it. But literature refers to all of the research that's been done on your topic up to this point, and a review is basically an explanation of some of that research. So when you do a literature review, you're examining what people have researched and said up to this point on your topic, and then you're explaining all of that information in an organized way in the actual writing you do. You're summarizing what's been said before on the topic and showing the connections between those different research articles. Writing a literature review is important because as you do it, you'll basically learn the recent history of a topic. Diving into the literature or the research on your topic is kind of like dropping yourself into the middle of a party you know nothing about. If you want to be part of the party, you need to know what's being celebrated, who's there celebrating, and if the party is any fun. In other words, you need to do research to get some context on your topic. I think a big mistake that students make when approaching research is that they think that the question is settled on their topic. For example, a student who's researching social media use in college students might believe that researchers have found the exact right way for teenagers to use social media, or they might expect all the research to say that social media is just bad. But there are rarely right answers to big questions like that one. Human beings have so much to learn. Here's a personal example. The other day, my 6-year-old son was reading a book about World War I, and my husband and I were telling him how awful the war was. When we finished the book, my son asked me, "When did people stop having wars, Mommy?" Unfortunately, as you and I know, the reality is that war is an ongoing problem in society. This is a sad example of a bigger topic. Research and knowledge building is something that is ongoing around us. We are still figuring out how to live together as people without war, even though it seems like by this point, we as human beings should have fixed the awful problem of war. We've been studying war for millennia, right? So why don't we have an answer as to how we can stop wars completely? But we don't. We as humans and researchers are constantly relearning and building up new knowledge. So your literature review is a snapshot of what we know right now in the current research about your topic. And there may even be some debate about what we know or the methods used in that research. In a few years, new research could emerge that would poke holes in a beautiful literature review that earns an A today. But that's okay. We are learning. And your job as the writer of a thematic literature review is to explain the current information we have on your topic in a clear way so that you and people who read your literature review can understand your topic better. A literature review is really your chance to dig deep into a topic that you care about and to create a piece of new scholarship that explains what we know right now about that topic.